told myself I wouldn't do it ever again. I'm about to do it again. All right, guys, so about 2 years ago, I did a 3-day, well, it was a 7-day fast, and it was broken up by some juices in between. But at the end of the fast, I did a 3-day dry fast, meaning no water. So I actually wrote about my experience right here. And after I got off those 3 days, I told myself I was never gonna do it again. So I partially told the truth, but I partially lied. So I decided, just because I'm crazy, I love pushing myself and I love testing my body and my mind, that I'm going to do a 3-day fast this coming weekend. Now, 3 days, we're gonna do water this time, so I'm gonna be drinking water. Last time I didn't drink water and I just didn't feel good the whole time, so I'm hoping that the hydration can help me a little bit. But why fasting? So why fasting? Why would I take 3 days out of my life to not eat food? So we can look at this from both a logical standpoint and from a scientific standpoint. So logically, if we're to look at, let's say, animals, when animals get hurt, they're more prone to not eat and to just spend all of their time drinking water. If you have a dog or a cat that's been injured in the past, you may have noticed that they won't eat. They're just gonna drink water. And the reason is that their body's gonna be spending less energy on digestion and more energy on actually repairing the body. So again, if we look at that logically, right, let's say that our body has 100 points of energy to expend on everything. A couple of those points are gonna go towards running our organs, a couple of those points are gonna go towards digestion if we're eating, a couple of those points are gonna go towards repairing, right, rebuilding cells, killing old cells. And so logically, if we look at that, if we don't have to spend as many points on digesting, our body can spend more points on rebuilding, on restoring, on things that make our body healthier and stronger. But we can also look at this scientifically, right? We can also break down studies that have been done in the past. So studies have shown that fasting, whether it is intermittent fasting just for a couple hours a day or it's done over a multi-day period, has the ability to reduce insulin resistance, which is going to give you more steady energy. Fasting has also been shown to reduce inflammation, which many studies have shown is the cause of many diseases. Fasting may also help with cancer prevention. There was a study done on 9 guys that found over the course of 2 days of fasting, their human growth hormone boosted by an average of 400%. Now, if you don't know what human growth hormone is responsible for things like anti-aging, repairing muscle, repairing cells and tissue, rebuilding and building up bone strength, and also things like sugar and fat metabolism. Now, if we look at that, that's more of the physical side of things. That's more of the fasting effects on the body. But what about the mind? So fasting for me has been an incredible way to build discipline, right? There's that aspect of when you're hungry, having that restraint to not eat food because you've committed to a certain length of fasting. And also, if fasting is done right, it can also be an incredible way to transform your relationship with food, to help you realize that when you're hungry, maybe you don't have to eat right away. Now again, I have to emphasize if done right, because if you don't have a healthy relationship with food, fasting can actually make that worse. It can make you binge once you're done with your fast. So you have to be very, very careful with that. And overall, fasting is just a great way to grow your comfort zone, to challenge your mind, to challenge your body. And it's been something that I've implemented for every single week for the past 3 or so years now. Now, with all that information, that's not to say that if you have never fasted before, you should just jump into a 3-day fast, right? That wouldn't be smart. What I would say is you can start small. Of course, always make sure that you have supervision, that you're doing it intelligently, that you consult with a doctor if need be, and fast small at first. So start with 8 hours, and then maybe move to 10 hours, and then 16 hours, and then 20, and then 24, and basically just start to build that fasting stamina. Now, I will say fasting, and when you get used to fasting, feels incredible. You have much cleaner energy, there's no brain fog, you're kind of just in the zone. And for a lot of people, if you have spiritual practices, you feel much more in touch with that spiritual side of things. But if you are a first-time faster, I will warn you, there are gonna be ways that your body tells you that it's actually working. And some people are gonna perceive these ways as bad things. You may have crazy low energy because your body's not used to running without food. You may have stomach pains while your body kind of flushes out the toxins from around the stomach. You may be super cold. This is something that still happens to me if I do longer fasts. And also you may find yourself sweating a lot. I still find myself sometimes getting BO, which is really cool because I'm actually pushing those toxins out of my body. So yeah, with all that awesome information about fasting, I decided to do another 3-day fast because I love pushing my comfort zone, I love pushing my body, and I decided to document. So leave me a comment below your thoughts on fasting, if you would ever try it, but let's get into the process. All right, so we are meal prepping for the week. So my goal with these meals is gonna be more keto based. So a little bit more proteins, fats, veggies. Not gonna do rice this week. Monday, we'll probably have some sweet potatoes, and maybe I'll have some of these on Tuesday too. But the reason to do that is to switch over the body from burning carbs for fuel and switch it over to burning fat for fuel. So this is kind of like planning ahead. I'm not just entering the fast just as I'm eating whatever I want, being a little more strategic with this so that I experience a little less hunger, experience a little less energy issues. So yeah, just a little planning. We got some chicken going on. We're gonna be making a ton of veggies and making this a keto-centered week. Let's go. All right, so we got chicken curry for lunches. We got sweet potato fries for Monday and Tuesday. And then we got a bunch of veggies and some watermelon for Monday, Tuesday, and then a bunch of smoothie items back there. So this is gonna be the menu for the next couple days right before I fast. All right, guys, so we have my last meal here. It is 2:22. I'm gonna check in when the meal is done on timing, just so I know I have those 72 hours. But yeah, a keto-based meal. So we got curry sauce, we got rice cauliflower, and some chicken thighs. So hopefully helping the body go into ketosis to make the next couple days easier. I want to start a little earlier than originally planned so that on Saturday when I end, because it's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's going to be around like 3 p.m. and I can have the night to, enjoy dinner with my girlfriend and everything like that. So that's it. Let's get into it. All right, so we're kicking off the fast. It is about 3:09, probably gonna go till 3:15 tomorrow, or not tomorrow, 3 days, dang. We got half a teaspoon of baking soda and 2 lemons in here just to alkalize the body just a tip I heard. I don't know if it actually works, but I'll take anything I can get right now. All right, so it is about 24 hours into the fast, more like 22, and I'm realizing I didn't weigh myself, which I'm a huge nerd, I guess, or a geek for data. Love to just see the data of things, so I'm gonna weigh myself right now. As you can see, the scale is not the best. All right, so we hit 158. My normal weight usually sits around 162. So I'm a little lighter. I'm assuming that's because I didn't eat as much the past couple days and because I'm 24 hours into a fast. But yeah, we will log each day and see how it goes. What's going on, everybody? So we are about 40 hours in, so we're moving through day 1. Or excuse me, that'd be day 2, almost through day 2 right now. Just, obsessing over my water. I'm feeling pretty good, actually. So I got sick. My body was fighting off something as I moved into the fast. And yesterday was a very low energy day where I was kind of spending the day relaxing, letting my body recoup. But I woke up this morning feeling incredible. I slept so well last night, and my mental clarity is really there. And it's funny, I can actually feel my body like pushing out the mucus, which a lot of people think mucus can be the cause of disease and inflammation and all that stuff. So I feel my body getting rid of it. But really cool experience so far. We got, about a day and a couple hours left. So we're just moving into it, loving every second. And yeah, let's go. We are 48 hours into the fast. Oh, wow. Looks like I dropped about 2 pounds today. Let's see all these other numbers. And so this isn't the most accurate, but it looks like we got 14.3% body fat, 46.7 muscle, 60
and I'll put all these stats on a picture right here. But yeah, looks like we lost about 2 pounds in the last day.
And also, I can't help but notice, but I've had hiccups for most of today and yesterday, so that's a little weird. And another cool thing, so yesterday I went to OsteoStrong, which is basically a place to increase the amount of force that you can use and increase your bone density just by pushing or pulling as hard as you can. And because I was about 30 hours into my fast, I expected the numbers to be a lot lower, but I actually PR'd on some of them and came close to a PR on every single one, which was really, really cool.
This goober decided to get the most delicious looking meal. While I can't eat. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
So we just got out of Trader Joe's and picked up the food that we're gonna do. So I'm breaking it with broth at 3:15. I'm gonna do salmon and broccoli at 4. I'm gonna have some sauerkraut in between there, probably like while I'm drinking the broth or maybe right after. But it was a challenge going through the grocery store. I got 3 hours left and a lot of good food in there. But I'm just excited to break the fast. I'm definitely feeling low energy. I am definitely burning us alive in this hot car while I speak. And
just a little bit.
and I'm ready to get home and eat. Let's go. Got like 11 minutes left. Passing the time with some SpongeBob.
Sponge boobs.
Alrighty, so that wraps up my 3-day fast. It was an incredible experience. Just another opportunity to push my body, to push my mind. Over the course of the experience, I lost about 8 pounds. As you can see, I'll throw a couple screenshots up here of the day 1 progress, then the day 2 progress, then the day 3 progress. But one thing I always like to say is fasting is not an ideal method for weight loss, especially an intense fast as the 3-day fast. Intermittent fasting, maybe arguably, yes, that would definitely work. Something I always like to say is while intermittent fasting is a great way to lose weight and to improve that health, more extreme fast like a 3-day fast or a 5-day fast isn't the best method for weight loss. As you can see right here, this was 24 hours after I was done with my fast and I'd almost already gained all the weight back. So it's really not an ideal, but again, I really felt good in terms of my energy levels. I really felt good in terms of my focus. I had done a few days of journaling while I was fasting and that was nice to uncover some cool stuff. Fun fact, I actually thought of this formula right here, which I think it's backwards, but the formula for success is 3 profit-producing tasks a day, going in there and doing the work without any expectations and just living in a state of gratitude for where you currently are. So overall, it was a really, really cool experience, something that was fun to test my body, test my mind for, I think, a second time, maybe a third time. Can't remember if I've done this twice or 3 times before. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments, first of all, what you thought about this experience. But second of all, if there's any cool health challenges, any ways to challenge my body and my mind in terms of my health. I'm not gonna do something that's not healthy, but anything like that, give me a recommendation and I'll consider it for a future video and a future challenge for myself. So I appreciate you guys watching a ton and I'll see you soon. Let's go.